I tried every strategy out there to grow my business, and this one was the best one by far. It is called founder-led sales, meaning that you, the founder, are in the driver's seat making sales yourself. But don't take my word for it. Here's the CEO of Germany's biggest startup, $13 billion valuation, talking on the topic.
If you didn't sell the first million or two in revenue yourself, don't expect anybody else to do it, right? It's very hard to scale a go-to-market if you haven't gotten this product market people fit figured out. And it's usually something where you need to do it yourself, no matter how much funding you have, no matter which big shot executives you can recruit. Like in the early stages, it's going to be you selling to the customers.
But it's not just about raking in the dollars. It's about transforming every aspect of your business. I'm a founder myself, and in the last few months, I sold over $100,000 worth of services. And I'm going to show you how you can do it too. In this video, you will learn what founder-led sales actually are, and I'll provide a few really cool examples. I'll show you the workflow for founder-led sales that I use as an agency owner using Folk, the CRM that doesn't overcomplicate it. And finally, we'll go beyond sales and talk about growing your business, leveraging strategic partnerships, which is just a higher leverage sale. Let's go. So what are founder-led sales exactly? This is when the founder of a company takes on the role of a salesperson. Simple, right? But all sales in the beginning are founder-led. The problem is that a founder tries to delegate sales a little bit too early in the process, and as a result, they lose touch with their customers and their offer, and wonder why their business stopped growing. Let me tell you my story. I sell expensive product tutorial videos to software companies. And when I was starting out, no one else was doing it. So I wasn't sure if companies and people would pay the top dollar for this type of service. At first, my offer didn't land. So outsourcing it definitely wouldn't have made sense. And sales call after sales call, I made tweaks and adjusted the offer. So eventually I started closing 7 out of 10 sales calls, which is great. I've learned about our customer, I redesigned our services, and I created an irresistible offer. There's absolutely no way in the world anybody other than me, the founder, could have done this. Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx, personally sold her product to department stores to get feedback from her customers. Her hands-on approach helped Spanx become a household name. And then there is Jack Dorsey, the co-founder of Square. He personally visited small businesses to sell them the idea of smartphone payment terminals. So founder-led sales help you increase your revenue directly and indirectly, deeper customer insights, and fine-tune your offer. But now you're probably wondering, how do you actually do it? As a founder, you have a lot to handle: finance, hiring, management. So you need to streamline your sales workflows as much as possible. And for that, you'll need a CRM to keep your relationships tracked and organized. Not one of those super clunky, old school, overly complicated tools out there, but something that is lightweight and that is super functional. Personally, I use Folk, which is a lightweight CRM that is designed specifically to nurture stronger relationships, which is perfect for me as a founder. I'll leave a link to it down below in the description. First things first, we want to create our first pipeline with the stages that will take people through from when we identify them to when we close them. I'm going to create a new group, and here we have some pre-built templates over here. Let's look on more. Folk comes with some pre-built pipelines for investing, sales, personal CRM, partnerships, recruiting, fundraising, etc. So I'm going to click on sales over here, and let's select sales pipeline. We'll have the following deal properties over here. There's some recommended apps. So I'm going to click on use this template. Let's add some sample contacts. Okay, and here's how our pipeline looks like. We have different statuses: qualified to contact, contacted, negotiation, proposal, won, lost. Personally, I have slightly different statuses, and this is very important. You need to customize your CRM to fit your unique sales process. So no status is fine, but I'm going to hide this column over here. Then we have qualified, when we know that, hey, this is the person I want to reach out to. For you as a founder, your time is extremely valuable, so you ideally want to go after super hard to reach, super high value customers. So if you reach out manually to build strong relationships, make sure that you reach out to really legit folks. So then from qualified, I want to actually engage with these people. So I'm going to delete this column, and then from contacted, I'm going to rename this column and call it approaching. Approaching meaning that I'm trying to reach that person. Maybe I've contacted, which is a complete action, finished action, but when I'm approaching, I'll try to reach out to them through other channels. Maybe if I send somebody a LinkedIn connection request, I'll hit them up on Twitter, I'll send them an email, and keep going until they start doing what? Until they start engaging with me, meaning that until they respond to my message. So let's go ahead and add a new status. I'm going to call it engaging. Drag it to the left. Then I'm texting with the person, I'm messaging with the person so that we can hop on a discovery call. Again, this is my sales process. You might have a very different one. After discovery call, we'll do a proposal, and after a proposal, we'll negotiate on that proposal most likely, and the deal will either be won or it will be lost. And this is how you can very easily create a pipeline and customize different pipeline stages. Let me rename this pipeline and call it Rinat's pipeline, not to be confused. Okay, there we have it. Let's go ahead and add some high value leads to our pipeline directly from LinkedIn. So here in the search bar, I want to type in our dream come true type of customers. I want to go after this company called Retool. And here I can edit directly from LinkedIn to the Folk CRM. And that's because I have the Chrome extension installed. I'm going to leave a link to it down below in the description as well. So let's click on add to Folk, pick our pipeline. I'm going to select Rinat's pipeline and add to my pipeline. Boom, and just like this, there we have it. This company is being tracked. So now if you go to our pipeline over here and click companies, there we have Retool. Let's go back to LinkedIn and add contacts that I want to hit up from the company Retool. I'm going to go after the chief marketing officers who are higher up, maybe the CMO. Let's check out Sid, and Sid is the CMO of Retool. This is perfect. I'm also going to add him to the pipeline. So he was automatically added to my pipeline, and the Retool, the company, was also automatically attributed to this contact, which is great. And now if I want to reach out to this person, I can just click on this enrich button and the email is going to be found automatically. Then of course you can go ahead and connect with the person, add a note, write something super personalized. I have a video about how to do this with Folk, which I'm going to also leave a link to down below. And you leave your hyper personalized message over here. Not like this one, but you got the point. Let's click on send. And now I can go ahead and change the status over here to approaching, meaning that we have started connecting with this person. And that's it, one more lead down. There is one more tip, which is particularly useful for founders. Usually the best people to reach out to are also the hardest people to reach out to because everybody's trying to reach out to them. So personally, as a founder, I have an executive assistant, and if I wasn't able to reach a person on the first go, I want my assistant to reach out to them through other channels and track them until they get back to us. So what I can do is I can go to notes over here. You can invite different team members. Here I'm on the demo account, so I'm going to tag this person, which is my second account, and say something like, can you drop some value comments under this person's recent Twitter posts? This is very important when you do social selling. If you are omni-channel, if you're visible in different places, for example, Sid might see me on Twitter engaging on his comments, and then he goes on LinkedIn and sees that I sent him a connection request. He is a lot more likely to respond to that connection request. Ideally, you do those reach out rounds periodically, and so that you do not forget, because you'll be reaching out to tons and tons of people, you can create reminders. So let's go ahead and create a reminder. I'm going to call it reach out again, and I want to make this a repeating reminder weekly until this person responds. Eventually, it doesn't make sense for you to handle every single sales call, even if it brings you thousands of dollars. Once you start closing deals consistently and your customers are sticking around, it's time for you to hire and train a salesperson. But founder-led sales do not stop there. You just transition from selling to customers to selling to partners. Always be closing, like they say it.
Always be closing.
At my company, I sell to tech founders who run software as a service type of businesses. So I need to find partners who sell to the same target audience and who have complementary services. I've discovered that there are many product companies that help increase user activation and user retention. But guess what? Videos and tutorial videos in particular are fantastic in helping these companies achieve the same goal. So if you think about it, even if they make all of those fancy redesigns, but if they did not increase the user retention and did not accomplish the goals that way, a video tutorial that explains how software works can help them reach that goal, so they will be incentivized to recommend my company in addition to the services that they already sell, which is a huge win for them and a huge win for me. Let's go on LinkedIn to identify some fantastic partners for our business. First things first, I want to find the proper keywords so that I can assemble my list. I know that a company called MetaLab, which makes interfaces for software companies such as Slack, is going to be an incredible partner. They also have massive startups that they're working with. So I'm going to check out MetaLab, and the reason I'm checking out MetaLab, of course, they're a dream come true type of partner, but I want to check out the keywords that are in the description of this company. For example, here they say that they make interfaces. This can be one keyword. Then we have build products, for example, can be another keyword. So here we have interfaces and products. So let's go ahead and type in interface product agency. Select companies. Then I want to narrow down the locations to North America. Company size, probably 11 plus. There are tons of mom and pop shops, which I do not want to partner up with. This is a fantastic starting point. We have 109 potential partners to choose from. I'm going to open up some of these companies to check them out and further qualify them. If they look like a fit, I'm going to go through their website. I'm going to add them to my list in Folk for partners. For that, I already have a partnerships pipeline created. Let's select partners pipeline and add to partners. Like we did before, we can find the perfect person for us to reach out to. I'm a founder. We'll probably want to reach out to another founder of those companies, or at least the CMO of somebody who is in charge of revenue. So a revenue person would probably be the best. Let's see if they have a CRO. They don't. Then I'm going to go directly to speak with the CEO. There we have CEO of a company called Few. Let's add Zach to our pipeline. We can also connect with Zach, but I want to show you one little trick up my sleeve. Let's go back to Folk over here. Let's open up our partnerships pipeline, see all people. And now you can select Zach. You can select a few more people that you've come up with. You can click on Enrich to find their emails. Let's go ahead and do that. Boom, there we have their emails. And now we can mass email those folks. And the reason I do not mind mass emailing people or reaching out to say 10, 50, 100 people at once when creating partnerships is because when you create partnerships, the pitch is so compelling. It's so easy and fluid that every message that you send, it already feels super personalized. It sounds like something too good to be true. Plus you're the founder, and if you're reaching out to other founders, they're pretty likely to pick up your call if you are at slightly later stages of your journey, of course. We can create an email campaign. Each email will be sent individually to those people. They're not going to be CC'd all in one thread. Don't worry about that. And here we'll have the title of the email, and we'll have the email itself. So you'll write some super nice copy, which is beyond the topic of this video. But what I want to show you is you can create variables such as, for example, first name, and then every person is going to automatically receive a personalized email with their first name in it. You can also add the next step over here. For example, you can have a follow-up touch point if they do not respond. Here at the bottom it says stop if somebody replies. So the person who responds to the first email will not receive the second email. Then you review those emails and then you can send those through. So there you have it. Founder-led sales are the key to your growth. So do not rush outsourcing it just yet. And if you want to copy my workflow, try out Folk CRM. I'm going to leave a link to it down below in the description of this video. And if you want to take things up a notch and start closing more high-value dream come true type of customers, check out social listening on LinkedIn Strategy. I explain it in this video over here.